Just trying to share my screen. Okay. Share. Yeah, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Kirk. Dr. Kola, you are muted. Can you unmute your mic in case you want to talk? All right. So this is Idon team, and my name is Ahmed Olatunji. I'm the financial analyst, and this is my colleague Amid Abib, is the human resource analyst, and my other colleague Arisha Kola Ola Inka is the supply chain specialist. And we're just going to be discussing about the few points that we have on how we did well in the game and how we became the first. The game started from year 10. We started using the low-cost strategy. And for some reason, we discovered that the low-cost strategy was not really a good one. And you told us in class, as Dr. Keck told us in class, that that it's not too late for us to change strategy. So as we can see from year 11 and 12, we can see that our EPS, our ROE, stock price are the main financial performance measures. That's because we use a low-cost strategy. But when we started entering for 13 and 14, we discovered that our image rating, our credit rating, was getting low. It means that our other competitors were doing better than us. So after year 15, our ROE got a drastic increase in year 15, and our EPS also increased as our ROE increased, and our net revenue increased as well in year 15. So I don't really want to waste much of your time, sir, because what we actually did was our celebrity endorsement. We discovered that our team, the other teams, team D and team F, the celebrity endorsements were plenty. They were having a lot of celebrity endorsement, and which made our own celebrity endorsement went low. So in this, we can see the third highest operating profit margin as compared to the players. And we are also the second highest net profit margin, which shows we are earning profit on our net sales. So our ratio of default risk is also low, which means we have no huge debts to pay. Yeah, we are always returning those debts in time. We had no huge debt to pay. When you look at our income statements data, it reflects the company performance of company E. Our income statement data, we can see from here that we had a 530 increase to on internet and on 793. So the financial statement proved that we are doing well in the game. But all of a sudden, we just discovered that team E or team F started dominating the market. So when we checked what really happened in the market, we saw that they were increasing their employee performance, and they were increasing their employee performance. They were adding more money to their employees, and they were also doing well in their celebrity endorsement. And those were the things we actually focused on when we entered year 15. So I'll now be passing the baton now to my other colleague, who is going to be treating us on the performance measures on our EPS, stock price, on how it went up and it came down. Over to you, sir, Mr. Arisha.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you again once, Mr. Ahmed. I'm here to discuss the performance measures, and at the same time, we should also discuss more about our major competitors in this analysis. Okay, during our performance measures, some of the things you have about 4 financial measures, which are the EPS, which is the earning per shares, and then we have the ROE, which is the return on equity stock prices, and then also net revenue. All right, our ESPS and stock prices trend was very good at some point over the years. And as we increased the net revenue, the stock prices and ESPS also got increased. Our ROE just little down below the trend after 16 years, as we are higher in profit and higher in equity, which impacted in the lower ROE. Yeah. But overall, our ESPS and stock prices and the increase in profit with the competitive advantage and strength we had was one of the things that we had over time. Because our major strength was the ESPS, stock prices, and the increase in profit, which gave us competitive advantage over any other competitors that we had as well. Moving down to point 6, that we want to talk about our major competitors. Of course, this game opened our eyes to see that we have major competitors like the Zengato, the D and F were one of the 3 major competitors in this game. And as you can see, the final scoreboards, we are at the top position and then company C and D are the second and third respectively. This shows that they were the closest and they were following us all the way. Now, and if you can see one of the, if we take any of this wrong, if we're along the line in this competition, if we take any of our wrong decision, that could have probably easily affected our competition within the chart with group C and D, which was one of the things that we did effectively. And then if you follow down one of the three performance indicators that we use in performing our measures, which has to do with ROE, stock prices, and ESPS are the major performance indicator that, and if you see the prices, the stock price that we had was the highest stock prices than any company like F and D respectively.
Yeah.
And then in ROE, we ROE have F as the highest ROE than B and A, and we are the fourth position. The reason why we are in the fourth position is because we observe more and make sure that we would probably work more on our position by making sure that the stock price is to our advantage overall. And also the ESPS company F has slight more than us, as we can, and as we can buy back some of the stock to increase ESPS and keep increasing our net profit. To increase SPN and to compete with close competition D, E, and F as well to be one of the major things that we will need to implement in future in order to compete with some of these companies that were slightly above us. I would like to stop there and introduce my colleague Dr. Ahmed to complete some of the global competition that we had as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arishekola. Firstly, I'd like to say, while going through this journey of, the experience, I believe myself and my colleagues, we gained some useful experience in practicing and I'd say maybe assessing business risk, analyzing the industry we're operating, also the competitive, conditions where for every decision every company makes, it affects our decision. And secondly, I believe it provided us with this opportunity for us to experience the real business issues. It's one thing to have discussion in class. It's another thing to experience it on the field. And with this game, it gave us a real life experience, if I must say. And it gave me as a person, it gave me a chance to work with the team, working together, evaluating the decision every week in, week out. And then in order to make decisions which would only benefit myself as a person, but the team as a whole. Now back to our game. I believe we won this game due to we sticking to a strategy which we believe was the best. Firstly, what did we do? How did this strategy change the game as progressed? We are there with the global best cost reduction strategy, which was aiming to deliver superior value for money. Now, I think for every company, for every firm out there, the sole purpose is to increase profits and maximize wealth. Now, our company implemented this strategy by providing 7-star footwear at prices lower than other 7-star brands. Also, we capitalize on competitive advantage of incorporating appealing attributes such as the styling, the quality, and selection at a reduced cost compared to other rivals. When I say rivals, our competitors in the market. Secondly, how we to achieve this? We initiated the strategy with consistently enhancing our styling and quality of style and quality ratings, while also introducing our features to improve at lower cost than our competitors. I think initially we were average, but we focused on refining our product over time, which results in increase in the market share and our net share as well, or net sales as well. And lastly, you could see, across all segments, we maintain a strategy where our style and quality rating closely approach 7 stars. Also, we're very careful while offering products at an average cost, and not only at the lowest, not at the highest, but at the moderate level. And also, while remaining committed to this approach, we made strategic moves to reduce costs. Also, we provide better quality and we feature rich products at average prices lower than our competitor. Then for the next slide, Mr. Ahmed, can you change the next slide, please? For the next slide, the question is, now that it's over, what would you do differently? For me as a person, like I said earlier on, it gave me an insight on what the real business world is. So, for us as a group, what we're able to come up with is, we said one, we'll be following the same strategy, which is a global best cost strategy, which we will be targeting all segments with the best provided feature in the high prices. Secondly, we said, within the same strategy, we'll follow these actions from the start, surely to be the market leader in every segment to the end. And thirdly, we said we must increase effectiveness of these production facilities, which I think for every business, your production line, your production facilities has to be one of your core areas which you have to give total attention to. Furthermore, we believe the most dangerous pitfall to avoid is altering strategies due to poor execution. From this, we will learn for every decision we make. We have to avoid any form of one, miscommunication, two, making decisions for the sole purpose of our own, for the sole purpose of maybe just without considering other people in the industry. For every show we make, we're trying to look at other people's financial standing, what they were paying what they were paying their what's it called again? What they were paying their celebrities. Yeah. And all of this, it gives us an insight on what kind of strategy we need, on how to implement it, on the amounts we're supposed to pay them. Furthermore, we increase our APS and stock prices, and lowering down the cost to provide base value in the profit. As much as we would like to, we would like to produce in order to make profit. At the same time, we'll find a way in order not to tamper with the quality, but at the same time still maintaining a set standard. At the same time, also making profit. For the seventh point here, we try body loans as much as we can, even though it was irresistible. For you to, in a market where you have a dominant competitors, you need access to every capital you get. So we try avoiding the loans by purchasing stock back in order to increase stock price, and also the EPS, because it's an instant way of increasing the stock prices and EPS. Action will be taken differently if we ever had a chance to play the game again, which I don't think we will. I think we'll be focusing more on profit by improving our product with time according to each segment's customer's preference. This will help us gain competitive edge for a long run. Secondly, we also believe we need to focus back in our net profits to increase and maintain EPS. Also, we believe, as we keep increasing net profit by increasing EPS to compete with close competition with D, E, and F. And all through the game, I think company D were our major competitors. So for every show we make, we try to be sure we are making, it's more like a competition. It's a race against everyone, but at the same time, company D were like our main focus, because we see they were at some point they were the group leader. I think at some year 11, 12, 13, they were leading at some point. So we for every show we make, we always consider what will company D different. What are the moves we are making? What are the decisions we were making? So this offers I think it helps us as a person, as an individual, in order to be more resilient and more reliant working as a team. Also, we will also increase our stock price, which I think is very valid. To get back to the high, which is like 367, was 192.47 for 190, which is a large gap. If we increase and gain high net profit in the start, we can have a good highest stock price in the start as well. Lastly, we will be continuing and having higher image to compete with G in year 19, and we're F in year 20. This is key to attack competitors because of their low points. Thank you so much for listening to Dr. Kirk. It's been an honor working with you in this class. It's been a privilege going through this rigorous, I mean, I'll use the word rigorous because having to sit down with my team every week to analyze, to dictate, to come up with the best strategies, the best solution. It's not been it was overwhelming at some point. At some point, we wanted to come to your office to, I'm like, if other people can do it, we can do it as well. And today, I wouldn't say by luck, I've got to say by hard work, and then the hard work by not just myself, but my team members, especially Mr. Amin and Mr. Arishakola, were able to come out as first. And we look forward to implementing everything we've learned so far in this course when we get to the business field. Thank you so much, Dr. Kirk.